to publish their book, because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront, no hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Out-of-date carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleburne, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleburne, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they've got you covered.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
All right. Good morning, Jobfather Nation. We are excited to be here today. As you see, Foster and our guest, which we will introduce Cece here in a little bit, are in studio today. And we are excited to be here for yet another Friday of great tips, advice, and treasures for the job seeker and the job transitioner. But first, the Jobfather is brought to you by Joco Community Radio, which is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen or watch, just simply go to tuneinjoco.com to choose where and how. Another option, go to your iPhone or iOS app and go to your store and download the Joco Community Radio app. It's available for free on both Androids and iOS devices. That way you can listen to not only our show, The Jobfather, but our lineup and more. Again, that's jococommunityradio.com. Well, we are excited to be here. Before we start, let's bow our head for a quick word of prayer. Shall we, Foster?
Let's do it.
All righty. Father God, we're just excited to be here today, and we just pray you would use this time to help us and speak through us to bless the job seekers and job transitioners and those who are listening. We are so excited to have the opportunity to support these individuals, and we pray you would bless their search. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, and also quick mention, not only are Foster, Cece, and I here, but a quick shout out for our hype lady and all-around project manager, Meg Rose Caterio. We couldn't do this show without her, and we are blessed to have her. Right, Foster?
That's right. That is right. I've got to have somebody that fusses at me and keeps me in line.
Someone's got to keep us in line because we're like the blind leading the blind.
Mez and Pete are my man. That's the team to keep Foster going down the right path. So,
yes,
welcome everybody. And I'm wearing, guys, unfortunately, my team won the Gonzaga last night. So, you Gonzaga Bulldogs, you guys played an awesome game. Congratulations and good luck moving on through the Sweet 16.
Man, Gonzaga dominates every year these days, don't they?
They keep beating us, and then we'll beat them, and then they'll be, oh my goodness.
Anyway. And I think it's Gonzaga, though I prefer to say Gonzaga because that's just what it reads like.
They're the Zags.
The Zags. Okay, so it is Gonzaga. Okay, I always said Gonzaga up until my dad corrected me recently, but honestly, I'm pretty impressed with their team.
That was impressive last night, but I'm still this right here.
I'm sorry. I know. Hey, but Foster, that takes a mature man grounded in his faith to be able to compliment the opponent and say, hey, y'all did a good job.
They did do a good job. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know what? Did you guys hear that? I am a mature man. Y'all hear that?
Okay, don't take that too far. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'll get in trouble these days. But I don't care. But you guys, welcome to the Jobfather. We have Cece Moreland in the studio here with us. Me and Cece have been hanging out this morning, eating breakfast and drinking Starbucks and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So Jason Hopper is with us.
J-Hop.
I want to tell you about my main man, 50 grand. Jay Hopper. Jason works for over in Dallas, guys, at the Jewish Family Services. Now, you guys can find jfsdallas.org is the website. Here's what they are, guys. They are an absolutely wonderful service, all-around service for job seekers and the community that needs help. You guys should look up JFS, go by and visit those guys. Jason is a job coach over there. He has the Caffeinate Your Career podcast.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
It's cool.
Very nice.
And Dana, well, I know you're working all the time, but you and I have got to get over for one of their actually
yes, let's do it.
It's cool. Jason is the coolest guy on the planet. And Jason, tell Tony, I said, hey, I hope you guys' trip went well. Mine did. I just got back from Alabama, guys. It was absolutely wonderful. I learned all about civil rights, and I got to visit all the places. We started at Birmingham, and then we went to Selma, and I walked the Edmund Pettus Bridge, and we ended up in Montgomery, Alabama, where a lot of you guys that are Facebook friends of mine saw that picture with me and the bronze statue of Ms. Rosa Parks.
Yeah. Your girlfriend from another time, right?
Yeah, from another time. She was a very pretty lady.
Yes.
I was a little kid when all that stuff happened. See, I'm not
a very beautiful lady.
Wow. Y'all think you're talking to a dinosaur. I'm not that old.
We know. We know, Foster.
So, guys, here's what we're going to do today. Myself and Cece and Dana are going to talk about job search. Guys, we want to talk about some things that we see. Cece and I have been recruiters for a long time. Cece, a whole lot better recruiter than I ever was. But she was in aerospace for a number of years like I was. And so we're going to talk about all sorts of things that we recruiters see. Jason, you chime in because we're going to touch on some things that you've seen and it's probably going to touch your nerve. And just make a comment as you see fit. I see you already made one. Dana, I would love for you to come and be a guest speaker.
Ooh, I would love to. Invitation accepted, J-Hop. I'm on my way.
Wow.
Or
let's work it out.
or to our in-person network. Now I can tell you about that in-person networking group. Y'all know that's what I'm all about.
Wow, me too. Let's do
Here's
it.
an overview. Okay, guys, we have so much technology. It's absolutely wonderful. But our networks are not the technology, y'all.
Mhm.
We use technology to meet a CC.
Mhm.
But what the relation, where's my word, Dana? There it is. I can't get close to the screen today.
Relationship.
The relationships that we make makes the difference. That's what makes your network.
Mhm.
We use the technology to help us connect with people that have like-minded, or maybe they're the same industry or leaders or whatever. But that's what we do, guys. And LinkedIn is an absolutely wonderful tool for that. We know.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
to start this conversation, and I want you guys' opinion on this while I dig in my eye here. Sorry, y'all. When I am networking, I will meet folks. Now, I am the job father. You guys call me that. Um, and I'm just a good dude that likes to try to help people and get
Mm.
people together and
Mm.
help build those relationships and things
Good
like that.
dude.
So,
Yeah.
guys, when you just met somebody in a networking event, especially, and it could be in the grocery store or wherever, but know what it is that you're going for.
Please.
Here's what we get told a lot. Okay, we're in
Mm.
this networking venue. We're talking about jobs. And Foster, I just need a job.
I can do
I don't care
anything.
where I can do
I
anything.
just do it. Yeah, I
Hey,
can do anything. Oh,
okay, do you want to work for the Republic company that does porta potties?
not the
Is that what you're
Republic
looking?
Company.
Please tell me.
Not the Republic Company.
Wait, the porta potty tester?
Republic's a big old company, y'all. People make a lot of money. Republic.
Oh
But
my gosh.
you know what, guys? We need to know how to tell folks what it is that we're looking for.
Yes.
Because if you tell CC that you are a banking and finance recruiter, she's automatically, because of what she does for a living, she's got a big network, and she's automatically thinking of people and companies that you
Mhm.
might want to check out.
Yes.
You might want to
Connections.
connect with on
Resources.
LinkedIn.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
we got to know. We got to know what to do with that.
Exactly right. Exactly right. I mean, I have so many people come up and I can do anything. It's like, so I'm looking at your resume and I'm seriously browsing your resume to see who I can match you with. Because normally I'm with maybe 30 to 40 employers, because it's a
Oh, yeah.
job fair, it's a
Yeah.
hiring event. And I attend a lot of those. So I'm looking at your resume, and you come and say, I'll do anything. It's like, come on, you want to be a doctor? You want to be a nurse? That's not on your resume. I need to know. But another thing on the resume, in your objective, please tell me in your objective, just right there, because I'm looking at that first.
Oh, that's a good point.
Tell me right there in your objective, you
Mhm.
know, who you are. But you
Yeah.
can, and I'm in the engineering field, just left a lot of engineers, and they're civil and their systems and their
They're smart
electrical,
people. Yeah.
but I don't see their
Forensic engineers.
Yeah.
Well,
But I
and
see
Cece, if I
it.
might jump on what you said, I think it also looks a little desperate if you come in and say, I'll do anything. I think that can take away from your brand and credibility as a job seeker. Instead of saying, I'll do anything, maybe you could say, I'm very flexible. I'm very flexible and I learn fast. However, these are the areas that I feel
Right.
I most excel
Break
in,
it
and
down
share
for
those
me.
areas
Yes.
versus just I'll do anything, because that
Yeah.
looks desperate
Yeah.
and it can actually
That
hurt
is
the
desperate.
job search.
I'll
This is
fuss
true.
a little bit. That is desperate. Come on,
Very
son.
true. Yeah.
Come on, son.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, help us help you. That's what
Yes.
we're here for. We're
Yes.
recruiters. We're HR. We know people.
Mhm.
I know a Foster. And I
Uh-oh.
know so many. I know
Get
someone
rid
at
of it.
Lockheed Martin. I know someone at L3 Harris. I knew someone at Northrop, Boeing, all of them. I worked at all of them, and I know someone. So I can really help you.
See?
Just tell me who you are and what you want.
Guys, I can tell you, I've known Cece for a number of years, and Cece's got the heart. She's one of those different people, y'all. She's one of the people that cares about what she does, but
Yes.
she cares about the people that God brings to her, and she gets an opportunity to help. She gets a blessing from that.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, guys, as you get out, and y'all know I'm going to tell you got to go to South Lake Focus Group. You got to go to Frisco Connect. You got to meet with people, because you will be surprised with the reciprocation that you will get from helping others.
Yes.
And just helping other people will bring those thoughts to your brain. Oh my goodness, I need to connect with this person. I need to connect with that person. And if you're nice and you help somebody like that, they're going to be thinking about doing the same thing for you.
Exactly right.
And
Exactly
so
right.
Foster Mez made a really good comment. Another way that you could word it is I'm dynamic and open to learn. I like that as well. And then share what your expertise is. I just wanted to throw that in before we got too far along.
That's good, man.
Yeah. And to piggyback on what you were saying, Foster, it's not what you know, who you know, is who knows you.
That's
good point. Good
we
point.
covered that last night.
Yes, it's who knows you.
Expand on that a little, Cece, because I think that's important for the concept is important for people to understand.
Exactly right. So I'm at a networking event at a job fair. Foster knows me. Now you know me. And
I know what to get at
people
Starbucks.
know me, so I can reach out to you. And Foster, you guys are really big on Connect and LinkedIn.
Yes.
You reach out like, hey, we met last night.
Right.
You know, and then, well, I don't have anything, but, you know, Dana may have something. Or Foster, you know, he has several other employers that may know someone. So that means you introduce yourself to that president, that CEO. Most of them are very, very humble. So most of them are very humble. And then you say, hey, the CEO actually of Boeing really knows me now. You know, just getting out there, just network.
It's neat how you can meet those people.
It really
It
is.
really is. Now, guys, now let's think a little bit, okay? We do a certain thing in our industry. Let's say we're an engineer, we're an aerospace engineer. We work on avionics.
Right.
So, guys, as you're floating through LinkedIn, some of the people that do what you do that are well known, maybe they made a invention or something. Some of these big time people, it's like, you know what? It'd be cool to know that person because I do some of that same stuff. You know what, guys? Let's think about this. Look at that LinkedIn profile. A lot of these people are TEDx speakers. A lot of these people post things that they've written, books, information.
They do.
To connect with them on LinkedIn, guys. Look at what they're saying. Comment. Let them know that you like what they said. You might want to even put in a couple of tidbits of information for yourself.
Right.
But I want to connect with you, Cece, because you are tops in the industry, or you are doing what I want to do, and I want to know you so we can have a conversation and talk about our stuff. Guys, you will be surprised how many people will connect with you on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Now, the big time people with big LinkedIn, big networks are wonderful people, but one thing they want to do, they want to have more people to connect with.
Yeah.
Because we're resources, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. Dana and I talked about that while we were looking at a movie the other night.
Yeah, really, we are resources, and it's a gift that God has given us, and it's part of, in CCU as well, to connect people.
Yes.
And I think it's important for people to remember too, before you ever become a job seeker, searcher, transitioner, make an effort to get involved in the network. Make an effort to start making those connections ahead of time, so that if you ever find yourself in a position, willfully or unwillfully, where you're transitioning or looking for a job, you've gotten out there, you've started networking, you know some people, because as Cece said earlier, it's not who you know all the time. I mean, that is important, but who knows you and who can refer you, right?
Yes.
Oh,
It goes both ways.
Maz just answered a question I was thinking in my head, because she said she has a landing announcement. So, guys, check this out. I met Cassandra Renard's husband yesterday. Was it? Yeah, it was yesterday.
Okay.
But Cassandra has landed. Look, she is now landed at Fort Worth Botanical Gardens. She's working with their adult education department.
Wow.
Cassandra, you remember me? I'm Foster. I'm that crazy guy with nose hairs. I'm kidding. But but guys, thanks, Mez. But Mez, I'm so glad you shared that with us. Congratulations, Cassandra. Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I've got your husband now, so I've got to help him get a job. So if both of you guys got a job, you're gonna get a visit from Foster. I'm gonna come over to your house and beg for money. No, I'm kidding.
Right? Because you know somebody now.
Yeah.
Hey, can we jump in on the resume?
Jump in. Come on. Bring it, girl.
The resume, you're marketing yourself. Me, I had my resume professionally done. And after I had that done, I landed a 6-figure role.
Oh, I'm scared of you.
I mean, because there are some things that you are doing that it's not on your resume.
Right.
And that is just good to have. So like I talked about earlier, the objective,
Mhm.
definitely objective, right there in the point. I'm an electrical engineer. I've been doing this, and the other. So have that on there, your job skills on there, and just hand that out. I ran across some of the, oh my gosh, these resumes were beautiful. You know how mine was always black
Oh
and
man, we
white,
had
your
that pretty ones back in the
standards.
day.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, they are gorgeous.
yeah, they good.
I mean,
Yeah.
the colorful and the designs, that doesn't hurt. I look at those first. That's just me because I love color. I know black and white, you have your regular,
And what you see,
resumes.
the resumes that we see on computers now don't have all this fancy stuff.
They don't. Now I'm admiring the resume, like, oh, what do they do? Well, most of them were engineers, or most of them were data analysts,
Mhm.
different things like that. But yeah, it was just amazing. But anyway, have your resume because you're marketing yourself. So have a well put together resume. I've seen so many resumes from engineers, and they're like,
Oh God.
it's like they're military, bless their heart. They've been in the military though, and they have all this experience from the
Yeah.
military. And a
I
lot of
wanted to
times
be
they
in the
don't
military.
have. And a lot of times they, you don't need a resume for 20 years.
That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly. Yeah.
So, just have it professionally done. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's true. Guys, we need to. Now, here's where the resumes come in. We need to understand the details of what we're looking for. You're going to be answering a job description, right?
Yeah.
You saw a job description, you got excited about it. And the reason that you got excited is because you have had experience doing what
Right.
that company is looking for. So, guess what?
Yes.
On that resume, that experience that you're thinking about that makes
Mhm.
you know that you're a good fit for that company needs to go on that resume, guys.
Mhm.
You need to explain to us recruiters and hiring managers, because believe it or not, some companies don't have recruiters, guys.
Mhm.
The hiring manager has to handle all of this
All of it.
stuff. So if you're talking to the man, not just to the man standing next to the man, but the man
hiring
himself,
manager, period.
you want to tell him why you are a good fit for that
company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true. And
Yeah.
L3 Harris, L3 Harris do not play, and the recruiters don't play, and they know the hiring manager.
do.
So I used to submit them some resumes, and some of them were quite great, and some of them were like, okay, Cece, they do not have the aerospace, they never work in the defense industry, they do not have this type of experience. And then sometimes they would say, okay, so they've been in the military for like 20 plus years.
Uh-huh.
We can kind of waiver that because this particular hiring manager, he loves military, veterans. So,
Especially with meal standards, if that's part of the, oh my God.
Standards. Yes.
Yeah.
So, just they are looking at these resumes. Don't apply for something if you don't qualify for it, because that
Yeah,
resume
y'all don't waste your time. Come on,
immediately-
son.
I mean, in the L3 Harris system, it's disposition immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you
Don't
don't
spray and pray. Don't spray and pray.
That's it.
Yeah, because
That's
you're
it
wasting
right
your
there.
time. Because what did it take you, like 30 minutes to put a resume together?
Right.
I mean, I referred a few people, and as soon as I refer them, boom, their disposition, because they didn't have maybe one or two things that this
Yep.
particular hiring manager is looking for. So they know what they want,
Mhm,
and
they do.
know what they need.
And y'all, I know this creates more work for us, but this is the technological age that we're in. People
Mhm.
need to see what they need to see. When you're looking to hire someone, if you got a problem with your refrigerator at your home, you're not wanting to hire a car technician. You want to hire a person that has had experience
Mhm.
with, maybe it's an HVAC guy that will come out that has had specific experience with refrigerators
Right.
and putting that thing together. So if you want to hire somebody that's a good fit and has the experience that you're looking for obvious reasons, yo, come on now. Don't you think companies want to do the same thing? When you're talking about millions of dollars of revenue that are coming in,
Right.
clients that
Yes.
we have to provide
Mhm.
stuff for, all sorts of products and services to,
Mhm.
we need to be on the spot, as my grandmother used to say. Well, you
Yeah.
need to be on the spot.
Well, it
Yeah.
goes back to what we said at the very beginning of the show, is that you need to know your brand,
Yes.
and you need to make sure that when you talk to people about what you're looking for, that you know what you're looking for. You're not coming across desperate. You're ready to give information. Your resume reflects that. right? And you're able to speak to it in interviews. I think all of it comes together from what we've been building on throughout the whole first half of this show.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Think about this. What about professional associations?
Yeah.
So if you're a project manager, might you want to be involved with PMI? We've got a PMI Dallas. Hi, Mayland. Mayland was a past president. You guys will meet her at our event coming up next week. Project Management Association. There are numbers of other things that have to do with project management, product management. Guys, if you hang with these people, you will learn new stuff. They will have experience that they will be more than willing to share for areas that you may not have been in. But when you're looking for a job, you're a project manager. This is what you do. As much information that you can bring to the table will help you in getting another job, doing something even maybe different, but you're still being a project manager, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And another thing too, military, if you are, and you don't have to be in the military either, clearance jobs. I was on clearance jobs all day long searching for you, especially if you're an engineer, software engineer, system engineer. And plus, if you had a clearance, most of the L3 Harris roles, you had to have a clearance. So I'm on there all day. So I would suggest that you get registered with clearance jobs today if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to mention real quick, Holly Dottie mentioned something. What about when a recruiter does your resume or they update it and they're almost borderline misrepresenting your experience? And again, this kind of goes back to, if a recruiter asks to update your resume, which is very normal because having a resume done professionally can mean a lot of things. The most important thing you want to do if you're going to go to pay to have your resume done is to make sure that this person has actually recruited and have sat on the other side of the table. I would not recommend going to firms that say they specialize in resumes, but they've never been the one that initially goes through, analyzes the resume like Cece Foster and I have, and understands what the hiring leaders look for, because there's a gap. Right. But if you have a recruiter helping you and they are almost taking it too far, it's your responsibility to say, I don't feel comfortable with that.
Exactly. That's right.
Represent that resume. When I worked agency, I did work with candidates because most of the resumes came through would at least articulate enough of what I needed, but they looked like crap. They weren't organized well. They didn't look well. It was hard to find the information. They had paragraphs, not bullet points, etc. Well, I always sent it back and had them look at it. And I didn't change the content. I just fixed more the presentation of it. And then if there were some sentences that were poorly written, I fixed the way the sentence read so it didn't sound like, a fifth grader wrote the resume, not to sound rude. And so it is your responsibility as a job seeker to set your boundaries. And it is your responsibility to ensure that anything that you've seen, touched, or approved is ethical. And if they do something outside of you, that's on them. And it'll come up in the interview when you're discussing experience. So just always represent yourself truthfully and honestly, and you'll be in good shape. Because that was a good comment that Holly had. And
I've been recruiting long enough, guys. I can tell when you're getting outside the line, when you're coloring outside the line.
We can tell.
Sometimes
you can tell via conversation and the cadence, the style of talk, how people talk, if they're being honest or not. Don't think you're getting something past a recruiter. You may every now and then, but it won't get past the interviewers that actually handle the skills and talk in depth about it. So, and you'll be kind of red flagged from that organization. And if any of those recruiters go elsewhere, they may know you and be familiar with you, especially when they specialize. Like Foster and Cece did a lot of aerospace. They specialized in that area. So regardless of who they went to work for, that they would know not to work with you. So you've got to be very careful with your honesty and integrity in the way you approach this. And I have I have a company, Resume Key LLC, and I, from time to time, especially through the network, for a very affordable price, I'll take on some clients and I'll rework their resumes. And the way I look at it is smart. If you have never had someone look at your resume, to have someone look at your resume and make some tips. There are certain things that are important, that are core to a resume, that can make or break if you get considered
I
for it.
hear music, Dana.
Yes, true. Listen to
Awesome. We'll be back for the second half in just a minute. We'll pick up with resumes. Talk to y'all shortly. Amazing.
Let's be honest. Wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair, the world's lightest wheelchair, is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
Out of dead carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleburne, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleburne, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
All right, welcome back, Jobfather Nation. We are here today and excited to support you for the top half, or the start of the second half of the show. Before we get back into resumes and dig in a little bit on do's and don'ts and some additional important topics with Cece, really quick for you job seekers, Foster and I are going to quickly, and maybe Cece if she has a few as well, mention a few places that are hiring. So from my end, I recommend that job seekers here in the U.S., local to the Dallas-Fort Worth area or nationwide, check out galderma.com. The company is growing. We've got a lot of great opportunities, both corporate level and field type roles. And go to carislifesciences.com. They are hiring in Dallas and in Phoenix, Arizona. Please take a look at their book of business. Foster and Cece, do y'all have any? Oh,
there's Mez. Okay.
Locations?
Yes. Mez put Galderma up there, guys. I want you guys to know that's how you spell Galderma, GALDERMA.com. And Caris is CARIS, guys. Dana was a recruiter at Caris for years.
Yep, and over a decade.
And they still love her. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're a great company. They are.
They are a great company. Yes. Delane Hutchison. Hey, man.
Delane
with us. We love it. Holly Doty, I really, really appreciate you being with us today and posting questions. And of course, my main man, Jason Hopper. 50 grand, y'all.
So Foster, Cece, do y'all have any organizations that are hiring?
I want to tell job seekers about two things that you guys have heard me mentioning in the network. And of course, I'm posting it all over LinkedIn. So next Tuesday, guys, at 4:00, you have the next Meet the Recruiter event Dana is talking about, okay, we need to meet somebody that's got jobs.
Yep.
There are probably going to be 15 recruiters there from different companies that have, I think they have to have at least 15 or 20 jobs before they even show up with us. So guys, look on LinkedIn for that notice. It will be at the Matrix headquarters, Matrix Resources, guys. If you're in IT, you need to know about Matrix Resources. Look them up, Google them up. My main man, Matt Harrington, is the leader over there. So connect with Matt and tell him Foster's running his big mouth on the show about you. And number 2 is, guys, we have completely revamped Frisco Connect for a even heavier hit on the 4th.
I heard Mez did some amazing work behind the scenes
Oh my
on that,
God,
Foster.
her and Pete. Oh my God. Thank you, Mez and Pete. Wow. You guys should have been in the meeting. So we had a meeting yesterday to talk about strategizing for the next Frisco Connect. Is going to be on the 4th, guys, of April. And that is a Tuesday as well. Frisco Connect meets once a month now. It is on the first Tuesday of each month. And we have wonderful speakers. We have a number of recruiters that are going to be out there, guys. Recruiters from all over the place. We're going to have Alchemy is going to be there. I mean, we're going to have a lot of companies as well as support companies. And that's what we want. We really want the support companies will tell y'all about what's going on in a lot of these big
Yeah.
but we want you guys to understand how important this network is. And I'm going to springboard after Cece tells us what her spot is on what she's thinking about. I'm going to springboard on what I just said a little bit. I got an idea.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
You know
go
what,
for
guys?
it. Yeah.
If you're an aviation mechanic, please reach out to L3 Harris. I think they need like 30 to 50 of you guys.
Ooh.
If you're listening on the call, L3 Harris, Greenville, Texas, and also Waco, Texas, they need
All right,
so many
Waco.
avionics mechanics to work on the planes. I know they have L3 Harris actually has the planes in Greenville, Texas, and Waco, Texas. So if you're interested, if you know anyone interested, have them apply. I did a job fair for them, assisted with a job fair for them a couple of weeks ago, and they were hiring on the spot. That's how bad they need you guys.
Oh wow!
So yeah,
well, for aerospace hiring on the spot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, y'all.
Please go to the job L3 Harris. Go to the look at the job description. Make sure you can fulfill those tasks that they're asking you to do, and apply. So if you're ever worked in defense, if you ever worked in aerospace, I was even reaching out to community colleges because you just need a year of experience and an A&P license.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
So
what a great opportunity, Cece.
L3 Harris, 30 to 50 aviation mechanics, please reach out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They must have gotten there's a
huge
new
contract,
project that's going out. General Dynamics. We had a fellow from General Dynamics at South Lake Focus Group yesterday. Now, General Dynamics is an old company, y'all. And they are hiring like mad. And I think they are over in Capel area. So check out General Dynamics. Now, there are a couple of companies, aerospace companies that I supported. One is Smith's Aerospace. Check them out. There is also Crane, Crane Aerospace. Check them out. What they do, Crane is known for landing gear on airplanes, building landing gear for the airplanes to be able to land on the aircraft carriers. Crane, most everybody turns to Crane for landing gear.
Right.
Also, now I'm gonna really smile when I say this one, NASA. National
Really?
Space Administration. You guys have probably seen a lot of ads that I have been putting that have to do with things at NASA. It's one of the companies I used to support. And there's a lot of opportunity at NASA right now. We've got a number of recruiters that work at NASA all over the country, guys, of course, that who is connected with. So if you see something at NASA, let's talk, y'all. There's stuff.
Let's talk.
There's stuff in Cape Canaveral. There's stuff in Houston. There's stuff in Stennis out in Mississippi, believe it or not. And actually, there's a lot of stuff in Stennis going on right now. They are working with a lot of the HBCUs, the historically Black colleges and universities, to hire people right now because a lot, for some reason, in the United States, these companies are getting these contracts for airplanes, work selling stuff that's going on. I got to dig in a little bit deeper to find out exactly what it is because I'm nosy. But
Nosy,
guys,
nosy.
check out Crane Aerospace. Smith's Aerospace is actually out of the UK, and NASA, guys, our very own NASA.
Right.
You'll be surprised what's there. You'll be surprised what is remote that you can do there. Now, I just thought of something else. I am from McGregor, Texas. Go Bulldogs. I am a Bulldog. I know I was first a Baylor Bear, and then I was a UCLA Bruin, and then I was a University of North Texas. Mean Green was probably the majority of the school I went to.
Are they hiring?
And yes, they are. North Texas guys up there in Denton is hiring for a number of people in administration. So go check out University of North Texas, UNT. It was North Texas State when I went. That'll tell you something. But check those out.
Also, if you're willing to relocate, I'm an independent contractor now because my contract ended with L3 Harris last week. So if you're willing to relocate, Boeing doesn't have a lot of jobs here, but if you're willing to locate, Boeing is always hiring.
You know, that's true.
Northrop Grumman is always hiring.
Northrop Grumman is a shipbuilding now.
Yeah. And I know someone over there in Fort Worth. They're looking for recruiters, LMCO, Lockheed Martin. So hit me up on LinkedIn. I can share their contact information with you if you're interested in those.
How do we find you on LinkedIn?
It's just Cece, CECE Moreland. CECC Moreland.
I'm from Texas. I call her Moland.
Right.
Moland.
Yes. So I just I'm rebranding myself. I was aerospace, so now I am a real estate investor now, but I still know people.
That's key. That's the whole key to networking right there.
Yeah.
Meeting more people. I know Dana Gingerich.
I mean, that's all you need to know. I'm pretty cool. No, I'm kidding.
Your head. You don't see her head work when she was saying that.
I'm kidding.
Guys, have fun in job search. There's a lot of information, but y'all get out, meet people, have fun, eat barbecue.
And so
barbecue.
And here's another thing too, Dana. When I was laid off last week when my contract ended, normally, because I've been laid off several times, for the job seekers who've been riffed from one reason or the other, it's a job looking for a job.
It is. You're so wise, Cece. You're so wise.
It is a job. You have to do this 8 to 5. People are
ma'am.
actually looking for you. So I worked at all the aerospace industries, but the one I really wanted to work at was Lockheed Martin. How about they reached out to me at the end of my career about 5 times?
Really?
Reach out to those roles that you are interested in. They will call you.
Yes.
You may have to take a little something until you can do what you got to do. So you can do what you want to do, right?
Hey.
Right.
Just take it because, we got to eat. We got to work.
Gotta live.
Gotta have the barbecue.
Yeah.
Got to have my barbecue.
So for those of you who were laid off, it's okay. Someone is still looking for you. You just have to, sometimes it's 20 resumes. It's 20 no's to a yes. I don't know what the statistics are right now.
There are a lot of opportunities. You recruiters out there, you talent acquisition management like myself, talent acquisition professionals. Guys, there are a lot of opportunities out there now. And you know what? A lot of those opportunities that I'm thinking about in my head are not posted. They are being networked around to find people rather than when you post a job. In today's time, you get all kind of stuff.
Yeah, you do.
That want to be recruiters, people that have never been a recruiter in their life. Why are you applying for my recruiter job and you ain't never done it? What's up?
What's up?
So you get that a lot. We recruiters are faced with a lot of things that we have to weed through, guys. Yes. But it's a wide open market for recruiters right now.
Yeah.
It is.
And also, Dana, going back to the resume.
Yes.
And with you helping. So that is awesome. So one thing that when I receive someone's resume and I see that they're a qualified candidate, I would pull the L3 Harris job description and I would ask them to add it to their resume because these are some job skills that they can fulfill. They have it on their resume.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's what you do too, isn't it?
It is. Yes. So the one thing that I'll give a secret. So I do exactly what you said. Tiffany,
Mhm.
which is, I mean, Cece at the very top. Sorry, Tiffany is the one that's running the show. Cece at the very top.
Right.
A couple quick sentences describing who you are and what you're looking for, right? That's exactly what we discussed. Then the skills section.
Mhm.
The skills section is the section that you can interchange based on your experience as it honestly and ethically relates to the job description.
There you
And
go.
then as you have your work history listed, include those skills where you in the correct jobs that you did them in, so that your skills section supports your job search. I mean, your job history section. That's
Right.
typically how I recommend, and I will say for recruiters, and I'd like to get your feedback to Cece and Foster. That makes it easier for us to look at the resume and quickly identify you as a candidate and get you in the stack to call versus the stack to disposition. What do you think, Tiffany? I mean, oh my gosh, Cece, I don't know why I am doing that. I know you.
because she
Dana's getting up there.
because she's there, and you're exactly right, Dana. You're just exactly right, and I think recruiters like you are definitely needed because there's so many people who need help with their resume.
Yes, ma'am.
So all of those things that you can add to it and to assist them with, absolutely. And there's this little trick that I used to do back in the day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, tell us.
Come on with it.
Because, the resumes are computer generated now.
That's right.
They're looking for keywords.
They are.
Yeah. There are so many things that you can put on a resume, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, y'all follow me with this.
Okay, we're following.
Because it's, let me see your piece of paper.
Oh, you want my piece?
Because it's computer generated and you can't put everything on your resume. You see this little white space right here? It's just white. It's just a white space.
Yeah.
Add some keywords right there, things that you can do.
Ooh, that's a good one.
White it out so the computer can see it, but other people can't see it.
Aha.
Oh.
I think she's on to something.
And then just white it out. And the computer's going to boop, shoot it right over there to the hiring manager.
And remember this,
Something to
guys.
do.
Put the context of those keywords in there. Now, when I was looking for a project manager that was adept at implementing Epic software, you hear what I'm saying? I'm looking for a project manager, right? But I had a client that had just bought Epic, millions of dollars of Epic software, and they need somebody to put it in their system. So, guys, when I made that posting, that is what I posted. A project manager got your attention. Okay, good. I need somebody to implement Epic. My customer just bought Epic and it's not on their system yet, guys. So if it's not on their system, I don't need people that have used the Epic and I did this in Epic and all this. I need somebody that knows the backbone, and you IT guys know what I'm talking about, that knows how to implement Epic into whatever computer backbone that company is using. That is what I'm looking to hire. Now, I got very few of those resumes, but I got a load of people that said, Foster, I used Epic. I was a front end person. And I used Epic here. And we don't have Epic in the system yet. So I do not need you folks. So I'm fussing a little bit, guys, because I want you to read these job descriptions. Read them carefully. We're going to have an upcoming job description coaching that I'm going to put together, and you'll be hearing about it. It'll probably be within the next couple of months because I'm seeing this a lot. We need to specify. Yes, we want those keywords to be there. We want the computer to see, yeah, I've got Epic here and I've got Epic there, but how did you use Epic?
Yes.
That is going to be the key for that particular job. That was the key. So if we can understand, the keywords are wonderful, but the context and what those keywords are in that resume will determine whether we get talked to or not. Okay, I'm shutting up about that.
So true.
That is true. That's true. Because the hiring manager is going to pick you. You say you know this Epic, they're going to go through some systems to find out, to test you, to see what did you use it on.
That's right.
Or what's another word for it, and how long has it been around, and so on and so forth. So yeah, those things. So let me know when we can talk about social media.
Let's do it now. I would love to.
Yeah, let's do it now. We've got a few minutes.
Okay, you guys, social media, we are watching. Recruiters are watching. Hiring managers are watching. Directors are watching.
Yes,
Keep your social media clean. keep your social media clean.
So when you get a resume, do you go check out their LinkedIn and
We have a
and check out?
department.
Okay.
We have a department. We're gonna check and see if you're have foul language on your resume, on your social media,
On your
or
social
how you're
media.
talking
If you're
to people.
partying too
You're
much.
partying too much. We're gonna watch that because we are a professional company.
Y'all see barbecue on mine.
We're an aerospace company, and we can't have you representing us. So keep it clean, everyone.
And keep it set to private. Nobody on the outside should be able to get in and see your posts.
Right.
Don't post anything inappropriate and keep it set to private so that
Exactly right.
and have a professional, decent picture. Nothing like not laying on a beach in a bunch of bikinis or something like that. Have
Right.
something that's normal,
Mhm.
you know, and appropriate.
Yes,
for your
please.
Okay,
picture.
ladies, on LinkedIn, should we definitely have a picture? I'm saying yes, but I want to know you guys' opinion on pictures and what those pictures should represent.
Yeah, professional headshot.
Professional headshots.
Y'all hear that?
Yes, professional headshots, because we are definitely looking at that. I mean, I'm on LinkedIn all day, every day. And in your resume should be on your LinkedIn profile. You know, you would be surprised. I find this qualified candidate, electrical engineer, and boom, I go to his profile because I don't have his resume yet. And I don't want it yet until I understand who you are, because I'm not going to waste your time or the company's time. I go there, 3 sentences, just something just to put it, put your name in the system. Lay it out. I mean, lay it out. And then, link up with professional people, link up. Add your resume. I mean, just lay it out. Civil engineer, I left this role. Like if you look me up, Cece Moreland, it says, right now it says real estate investor, and then it had L3 Harris, and then it had Boeing, then it had Northrop Grumman, and there's some other things that I had. And then the friendships that I have, I know Dana. I think we're friends, Dana.
We are friends for sure.
All right.
And I'm
honored to be your friend.
Yeah, I'm real scared of that.
And wait a minute. And speaking of who you know, and then it's like, wow, you know Foster?
Uh-huh.
I have the interviews. It's like, oh, you know Foster? As a matter of fact, I put South Lake Focus Group. If you attend that, if you can add that to your resume, add that to your profile.
That's right.
Yes. And LinkedIn. And LinkedIn.
We can volunteer. Our volunteering can be specific to the direction that we're trying to go. I know some people that are computer engineers. Hey, Frank, out there, and Frank, who I'm talking about, he volunteers at his church. His church has a number of different cities that the churches are in. He actually, in a volunteer basis, set up the network that connects all the churches.
Wow.
And yes, that is relevant to what he's looking to do.
Yes. Because directors are looking at that. I had a director. I changed my profile. Laid off last week, and I changed it yesterday. And here goes my director, Cece, congratulations on your new role. And then, I know a lot of people who are looking for jobs, Dana. So a couple of weeks ago, L3 Harris, Lockheed Martin was hiring. I started sharing those jobs. And then here goes my director in a meeting. Stop sharing other people's jobs.
Yeah, there you go.
Please know they are definitely checking you out. So keep it clean.
Yes, they
everybody.
are.
Keep it clean.
Yes.
Yeah.
So important.
Yes, it is.
So, guys, a common sense now. Let's look at things on a common sense. We've established that we need to, in our resume, we need to explain our experience that matches the job description that we're submitting to. Number 2, we want to connect with people, and we want to know what to tell them how to help us. We want to do that. Number 3, your social media, guys. Look now, come on, son. As Jason Hopper would say, we want to keep it clean. There are certain things in pictures that we might not want to see. So could think about that before you post some of the stuff out there. Now, guys, I have seen pictures on LinkedIn profiles that really should have been on Facebook, that maybe should have been on. Do people still use
What
Snapchat?
were they? I don't think you can put pictures on LinkedIn. Were they just like that shared something with a post?
Their photo that they're using on LinkedIn.
Oh, okay. When you said you've seen pictures. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Y'all
Keep it
remember
clean.
some things for LinkedIn is professional. Remember that there are some things that I've seen shared on LinkedIn that should have been on Facebook. It should have been on maybe Instagram or there's a place, believe me, there's a social media place to put everything. But you know what? Keep LinkedIn professional, guys.
Yes.
Please. Update your resume. Because
honestly, if you're in the job search, not only update your resume, lock down all your social media, period. Keep your social media locked down, period, if you're out of college and you're a professional. Seriously.
That is good. That is really good.
That's right.
Guys, no one's business what your private time is. Only the people you choose to see your stuff.
Okay,
no one
guys.
should know your political views. You've got to be careful. Though unfortunately, discrimination exists. Now, I see companies really pushing DE&I initiatives, which is great to help prevent discrimination.
Right.
But in the job search, mitigate the risk of discrimination. Lock down your accounts. Be careful with who can see your stuff.
Yes, please.
Length of resumes, guys. I want to throw that at you.
Depends on the career profession.
Length of resumes. How long should a resume be? Now you're just getting out of college now. You're going,
Yep, that is a question based on what you do for a living, what your profession is, and how many years of experience you have.
Right. No more than 2, I would say. 1 if you can do it, but no more than 2. Not 10.
Not 10.
Nope, that's called a curriculum vitae, and that would be for like medical professionals and PhDs.
I'm okay with 3, but
depends on your type of
3
role.
that I'm thinking about is really about 2.5.
2.5 is common.
How many years of experience should we display on our resume? Now I know it's going to depend. But how many years of experience? There's a certain number of years that you go back that far. We're really not going to be interested in talking about back further than that because technology has changed so much.
Yeah, this is
it
true.
has.
Yeah, what 3, 7, maybe last 7 years of your experience,
That's
especially
one.
if it's relevant.
What
is it
was that word that you just said?
If it's relevant to what you were doing.
Oh, relevant.
So if you would engineer for the last 7, 8, 20 years. That's kind of relevant, but last 7 years.
Especially if it's what they're looking for.
Very much so.
If you can show your growth from the inception of a methodology or a certain function of a software, then you want to show that. Because you may have expertise that they do not already have on their team, and that expertise may go back to the beginning foundations of the software in which you may be bringing some information that could be very vital to the flexibility of what the software is going to be used for.
And as far as education, it's really, really quick on your resume. If you just graduated, L3 Harris is not going to look at you too much because, you have to have a bachelor's degree. And they want you to have a bachelor's degree like at least 2 years on some of their roles. So.
And guys that are my age, ladies that are my age, y'all, discrimination is there. But you know what? We talk about it too much. I have had people in my Frisco Connect group that are 65 plus that have landed recently. Guys, if you are not crawling around like Tim Conway on the Carol Burnett show, you are hireable.
Yep, and age is a protected class. Age is a protected class, and it's being pushed.
You job seekers that are of a specific age. That's what a guest of me and Dana said a couple of years ago. But you know what, guys, if you still have it and you have the knowledge, display it. They will hire you. Don't get hung up on all of this talk about I'm too old. They want you're not too old.
Don't get hung up on that.
You can still drive a car and get to work, can't you?
And you have so much experience.
Actually, it's
music, guys. Music. Here we go.
All righty. Well, we are ending this episode. We were so honored to have Miss Cece here with us. See you next week.
Bye.
God bless.
Bye. God bless.
Wilfred Brimley for Loafing Dog.
I'm Wilfred Brimley for Loafing Dog. You know, when I get the hankering for a hot dog, I go to Cleveland, Texas.